Say hiya. Say hiya. Maybe you thought that your slow mornings were not normal or not enough. They are enough, and sometimes they have to be enough. So one of the concerns I had in the beginning was the mess. And yes, it is messy, but I've actually found he's got much cleaner and he doesn't spill as much water as he used to, and I keep a bib on so it washes his hands after food and it washes his bibs as well. Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Nina and this is Marcus. I talk about all things to do with motherhood, first time motherhood, pregnancy, how we eat, doing a meat-based diet, baby wearing, toddlers and babies who don't like to nap because he does not like to nap, breastfeeding, eyes, yeah, and just an honest account of how I am handling motherhood, how I'm adjusting, and how I'm learning to make it like a career in a way. So welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're watching again. Thanks for joining me and watching my videos. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you get updates of when I post new videos. I try and do them as often as I can, obviously toddler allowing. So in this video, I wanted to do a quick video of showing you our Montessori inspired slow mornings. So these are the mornings when we're not going out anywhere, like no, we're not having this one. Where's your water? Here's your water. Our slow mornings where we're not going anywhere, we're just at home. But even on the days that we're going out, yeah, you can close it. Even on the days we're going out, it starts the same. It's just that maybe I won't spend as much time cooking. I'll have it done the day before. Yeah, you put it up there. So our Montessori inspired mornings, I'm not an expert in Montessori. I started researching Montessori when I was pregnant. My husband and I had been aware of it before. And then while I was pregnant, we just started reading more about it and really liked the way that they were saying, how Montessori had said, well, just involve your child in real activities, get them involved, because it gives them purpose, it teaches them skills. And what I found over the time is that actually the more I involve Marcus, oh, got my hairband, in everyday life, in my normal activities, he is actually happier, especially when he's going through a sensitive period, or a sensitive period as Montessori calls it, like when they're going through big developments. So we've had a lot of slow mornings this week because Marcus was quite ill at the weekend. He came down with a stomach bug and he's got about 5 teeth coming through, and they've really exhausted him, which means that I've been exhausted because he's been needing to feed a bit more, even though he is weaning and he's only usually feeding about 3 to 4 times in a 24-hour day. Putting a hairband on his foot. So Marcus has been he was quite ill on Sunday, and obviously when your child gets ill, it means you don't always get some sleep. So he's been up feeding because he's been in pain. He's got 5 teeth coming through at the moment, 2 molars, 2 canines, and then 1 down here. So they're in varying stages of either just broken through the gum, about to break through the gum, or really swelling the gum. So he's been quite in pain over the last few days. We've had diarrhea because of it, and a friend reminded me yesterday that, because I was wondering maybe the stomach bug hadn't gone, because he just kept getting diarrhea, not every day, but Sunday, yesterday, and the day before. But today we had a solid poo, which is great. So our gentle morning routine is just, we get up in the morning, clean teeth, go to the toilet, clean teeth. And what I've done is I've tried to get Marcus involved in the changing his nappy, because he used to I'd put him on the changing table and he used to squirm so much. He used to protest all the time. And I was like, well, maybe it's because there's a lack of control. I'm putting him somewhere and he doesn't want to be there. So what I've tried, and it has taken a little while, is getting him involved in taking the changing mat, putting it on the floor, getting the wet wipes, getting the cream, getting the nappies. And then we also have some toys. We've always had some toys on the changing table. Just because for him, he was always so distracted, like just sitting there wasn't enough for him. Even if I entertained him, he needed sometimes, and especially when there was a big poo, it was actually easier for me to give him a toy. The changing table, actually, in our daily life, is the only place in the house that we have musical toys, actually, at the moment, or the annoying musical toys. We do have musical toys. He's gone off them recently, and we rotate them so that we only have like 1 or 2 musical toys out at a time and in separate places in the house, because they really irritate me. But at the moment, there is only a musical toy, which is a little like watch that's on the changing table, and that keeps him occupied. Sometimes he doesn't want to play with it. Sometimes he'll play with a lock and a key. Sometimes the Rubik's Cube. Sometimes he just wants to put the lid on the cream. And sometimes he'll just chat with me. But getting him involved was really... Oh, kisses. Was really important. Mwah. It was really important. Are you going to kiss the camera? Go mwah. Go mwah. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Mwah. So it took a little while. There was protest about lying down on the floor. But within a few weeks, he got used to the routine and now he loves it. And teaching him to put things away as well. Now, when it comes to getting dressed, I want to do the same process with helping him be involved in the process. Sometimes if we're in a rush, I'll put him on the changing... He'll change his nappy and then I'll start putting clothes on the changing table. Yes, getting Marcus to understand that when we lie down on the changing table, it's time to change nappy, you need to stay still. It did take a couple weeks. Then when it came to dressing, so I still want to get him involved in dressing. Yeah, because some days he doesn't want to get dressed, like today. He just wants to run around naked or in his nappy. And some day, if it's a slow day like today, I just let him, because it's not bad for his skin. And yeah, and he tells me, no, I don't want to get dressed. Okay. Other days, I will sit him on this. He'll want to sit on the stairs. He'll want to sit on the stairs. Or he'll want to sit on the rocking chair in the bedroom, or he'll want to sit on the bed, and then he'll let us get him dressed. So I just go with it. I mean, some days, yes, there is a tantrum, and it's not very Montessori when I have to manhandle him. I have to manhandle him into clothing. But if you're in a rush to get out, then you have to do it sometimes. But if we're having a slow day, it doesn't matter that he doesn't want to put clothes on. And actually, I've found that when he starts to get cold, and I bring the clothes down with me, and when he sees them, and if he's cold enough, he'll tell me he wants to put the clothes on. He'll take it, bring it to me, or he'll sit down and try and put it on himself. He's definitely trying to put his clothes on. He's quite good at taking them off now, but he's not quite got the dexterity to get himself dressed by himself, even if he'd like to. So once we've got dressed and we've got our teeth cleaned, now teeth cleaning for him is a bit variable. I mean, he does put his brush in his mouth and brush sometimes, or he'll use my toothbrush. Use your thumbs. Use your thumb. Thumb. Use your thumb. Push. Teeth cleaning, I still haven't got a routine, but I'm just making sure that every time we go in the bathroom, like the morning and the evening, that we go through that he's holding a toothbrush and he brushes a little bit, so that when he's a bit bigger and when he's finished teething a bit, because I know that his gums are really sore at the moment, that I'll have a better teeth cleaning routine. But diet-wise, I'm not worried that it's not like clean how I'd clean my teeth, because he doesn't have any sugar. Because we have a diet that is 0 carb, 0 sugar, basically. The only time he has any sort of sugary thing is when he's having paracetamol, because he doesn't like Calpol. So we mix up a toddler-size dose of paracetamol tablet with water and honey and coconut milk if he's drinking it, which at the moment he's just not in the mood for coconut. That's the only time he has any sort of sugar. No, not right now, Bobo. Mummy's doing something. Mummy's recording a video, so you need to be a little bit quieter. We've read your books. We've done lots of washing up. You've had water. So Mummy needs to do something now. Okay? Mm-hmm. Do you want your trousers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want your trousers? Okay, let's go get your trousers. Trousers? We're going to put your trousers on. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want trousers on? Okay, do you want your jacket on? Yeah? Yeah, you can put the blanket on you. Yeah, Aji. Aji. Do you want your trousers on? Yeah? Put your leg in. There we go. There we go. He was cold enough that he wanted to put his clothes on. Coming down in the morning, doing breakfast. So sometimes we eat breakfast at the table. It depends what I've cooked. Sometimes I'll just have him standing in his tower at the kitchen counter while I, put away the crockery from the night before's washing up and just clean up the kitchen, get food ready. Now, I don't get him involved in food preparation as much as I'd like to, and that's mostly because of the diet we're on, because I'm using an elimination diet of an all-meat diet at the moment. I haven't been able to get him involved in cooking as much as I'd like. But the way I do get him involved is, sprinkling the salt, opening the packets. He'll watch everything by standing on his tower. He'll help me carry things, and then doing the washing up. Doing the washing up is one of his favourite activities, and he could do it a lot. I mean, he wants more when we finished. Actually, there were tantrums in the beginning when the washing up was over. But with repetition and showing him, look, all the washing up is finished. We're done, thank you. Then he's now started to be okay with, it's finished now and we'll do more later. See, Bobo? Finished the washing up. Okay, you want to clean the work surface? Thank you. Now put the sponge away. Put the sponge away. Are you cleaning the sink? So it's a morning activity. I don't do it all the time with him. Usually on slow mornings in the morning. The evening is a bit faster, and my husband usually does the washing up in the evening, so we don't have Marcus doing the washing up then. But I like to involve him in the morning, especially if there's time and I can let him play in the sink, because it's a nice activity for him. When we're having a slow morning, I just let him kind of do it for as long as he wants, or as long as I'm in the kitchen for. I also found, so one of the concerns like I had in the beginning was the mess, and yes, it is messy, but I've actually found he's got much cleaner and he doesn't spill as much water as he used to, and I keep a bib on, so it washes his hands after food and it washes his bibs as well. And after we've eaten and we've done the washing up and cleaned up, we have a little playtime. If we've got no plans and there's no deliveries, then we'll go out for a walk, go to the park, or we'll just play inside, read a book, and I'll let him just have free play. I'll organise like activities for him if I need him. Like if I'm doing some writing at the table, then maybe I'll get his colouring pencils and some paper out, and that'll occupy him for about 5-10 minutes so I can get something done. But I encourage, one of the other Montessori principles was allowing him to concentrate and have independent play. Yeah. Have independent play. Gentle with mummy. Yeah, gentle. Eyes. So when it comes to independent play and helping him learn to concentrate, I actually just do that by, when he's concentrating on something, let him concentrate until... No, it's on mummy's head. Not on my head. Where's your book? When he's concentrating on something, I leave him to it. And I try not to distract him or take him away from it, because the more I can let him concentrate on something, the more he'll develop those skills to concentrate by himself. And he won't be stressed by being constantly interrupted as well. Because if you think about it from... Go on, you can open it. Think about it from an adult's point of view, the more interrupted you are, the more stressed you get because you can't finish and concentrate on what you're doing. I mean, any of you with a toddler will know what I mean, because you're constantly interrupted. I mean, just recording this video, I've definitely got more annoyed because of the constant interruptions. But that's life. But we can teach our toddlers to concentrate and help them build that skill. So that's what we do. When later on this morning, Marcus will have his nap, and he doesn't sleep by himself. I can't put him down awake and then just leave the room. That's never been possible with him, because he's so alert, he's so awake, he's so aware of his world and interested in it that he needs help going to sleep. So I'm still breastfeeding, and I nurse him before his nap. He doesn't always fall asleep nursing. He does sometimes at the moment because he's been really in pain and just needing comfort. But on the whole, he doesn't. That I'll do in another video about how I've been gently weaning him. What's that? But for nap time... Are you biting your toe? No. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do nap time, and I'll lie with him. I'll nurse him, and then we'll have a cuddle. Sometimes I'll sing to him if he wants it or needs it. And then he'll fall asleep next to me, having a cuddle. That's taken a little while, and I'll do a different video on how I've done that, because it's been quite a process to help him relax that way. And it was actually because he just started getting so heavy that carrying him for a nap was was too difficult for me. I just wasn't strong enough. The slings were too loose because he was getting heavier, and I didn't have a carrier at that point. So I started teaching him that it's okay to lie down and have a cuddle with mummy. Yeah, and then I will sit with him and I will relax. So on those slow days, on those, like this week, which has just been really quite exhausting because he's been ill, I take things slow. I don't force myself to do tons because motherhood is an endurance race. I'll do enough, like I'll do the cooking, make sure that, I'll do some hoovering or cleaning if it needs to be done, but if it doesn't need to be done, then I'll leave it, especially on a day that I'm exhausted. And then I'll wait, because there will be a day, maybe not every day, but there'll be one day where he slept for a solid chunk and then I've had a solid chunk of sleep. And I'm like, right, I can actually do this. And then I'll do it much faster. And I'll do it with much better humour than the other day when I was exhausted. Because it does take energy to listen to the high-pitched whining, what we call whining, but it's just them, expressing their frustration. So that is our slow, turn it around. Our slow morning routine, Montessori inspired, and it's pretty normal. There's not really much to it, but I thought I'd record it so that maybe you thought that your slow mornings were not normal or not enough. They are enough, and sometimes they have to be enough. So that's it. Thank you for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have any comments, any questions, and Are you hungry? Should we get some food? And on that note, thanks for joining me. Leave a comment. Let me know what your mornings are like. Do you follow Montessori inspired? Do you try and do structured activities? Do you do free play? Do you get them involved in the chores? I'd really be interested to hear about your mornings. And with that, it's snack time again.